wonderful day. I never really realised how cool my street is. You know what? My street is so cool, I'm going to talk about it. Now, before we begin any stories or anything, I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to tell all the 2 people who watch my videos where I live. So, for the purposes of the video, I live on the street. So in the street, man, I love saying that, we do a lot of community things, and that is what I'm going to talk about. Now, the first thing my street does is a wine cruise. Now, these are often quite fun, and the general gist is that we go from house to house and just have an all-night party with snacks and, you guessed it, wine. Now, we are also usually given a theme which we use to decide how we decorate our home and what kind of costume we should wear. Like how recently the theme was aviation. So what we did for decorations is focus on female aviators. So my sister made a bunch of signs that labelled female aviators and that had a bunch of facts about them. Then we hung them up around the main room, and that, alongside some streamers, was our decoration. We also needed to make a game, and this was the part that I was in charge of. So what I decided to do was make a bunch of paper aeroplanes, and then it'd be kind of like darts, where you have to throw them and hope you'd hit the target. I made different types of paper aeroplanes using different methods, and there was one that looked really cool, but that would immediately nosedive as soon as you threw it. And another game I made, which was kind of like fishing, where I got a treasure chest and filled it up with a bunch of fake jewels and gems, and then you'd have to fish them out with a makeshift fishing rod. And then, after you've done all that, you had to decide what costume you would wear. Now, there have been a lot of cool costumes, but they do have to fit with the theme. So, for example, during the aviation theme, I saw someone wearing a kite costume, and someone else was a bee. People on the street can get very creative with their costumes. Another thing my street did was weekly quizzes. Now, unlike the wine cruise, we don't do these quizzes anymore. However, they were a lot of fun to take part in. Now, we did these quizzes during lockdown, and the basic premise was that once a week, one of us would be selected to make a quiz. Then on Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember which, we would all hop on a Zoom call and take part in a quiz. Now, I didn't really take part in them because I wasn't old enough to know any of the answers. However, sometimes when I would just be watching TV, my parents would rush in and say, "Hey Max, do you know the answer to this or that?" Because it would have been some children's question about some TV show. And those moments were fun, because those were the times when I felt important. But don't worry, I feel important all the time now. Another cool thing my street does is the Christmas carols. Every December they hire a carols van, and then we would get together to sing carols about Jesus and the gang, his 12 apostles, and got us some snacks and a hot chocolate machine, just in case you weren't already sold on the prospect of hearing my wonderful singing. Now, I haven't really got many stories to tell, although I do remember the van had like a 7-foot tall inflatable snowman. So that was fun. Now, that's all I really have to say about the street. And I love my street. And from what I can tell, this doesn't really happen with many other streets. So I'm very grateful that it happens on mine. Anyway, Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye! Hello, this is post-editing Max here. I never really know what to say in these bits, and they're unscripted. Thanks for watching. Check out my Instagram. There should be a new comic up there on tomorrow or Thursday maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll see you next week, I guess. Bye.